There we go.
Hello, this is Anita.
Hi, Anita. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Oh, good. I'm just inquiring about a car that you have.
Mm-hmm.
It is a, do you have the 1969 Stingray still?
You know, I can hear the intro music in the back.
What are you doing, birthday girl?
Happy birthday!
Nothing.
Early birthday,
Thank
late
you.
birthday.
Early birthday.
Wait, you'll hear
Early
this comes
birthday.
out on Tuesday, so your birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, well, happy late
Wow,
birthday.
I'm so old now.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing in this COVID? This is the second time we've done a phone thing, but it's the third time we've done. No, wait. It's the third time we've done a phone thing, but the second time with COVID lockdown.
Yeah, I mean, you look good for 40. That's a
Thank
compliment.
you.
So what are you going to do?
Feels very complimentary.
What are you going to do for your birthday tonight? Tell everybody.
I'm going to have drinks.
Okay.
Essentially by myself.
Oh, that's
So that's
Well, does your man
fun.
not count?
Well, he went fishing, so I don't know when he's coming home.
That's the story my dad told me. It took 20 years.
Oh.
Did he at least get that pack of cigs though?
Nobody came back with a load of fish.
I'm glad we called you then. I mean, really, we're saving your birthday.
I mean, I guess. I'm, gonna hang out with people virtually, but, that's not the same.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why we're calling you, because we feel bad for you.
Thank you for the pity phone call that you're recording.
This is we're literally just calling you for content. We don't actually care about you. Can I ask you a quick question?
I'd love nothing more.
Would you rather drink 2 liters of piss
Oh my god, we went through this already.
or eat a 3-inch shit?
Are you guys just gonna redo everything that you did last year?
Apparently.
That's all we got. To be
No,
honest
I got one for you though. We didn't do this one.
Okay.
So we're not talking anything sexual because that might get fucked. But would you rather, if you had to marry your mom or marry your dad, who would you rather have a lifetime companionship with?
Oh.
This becomes hurtful to people's feelings, so I won't elaborate. I guess I would marry my mom.
Oh, good for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. That's. I mean, your mom's your homie. You guys hang out a lot, anyways.
Yeah, she's pretty reliable, too.
Plus, you can double your wardrobe, I guess, right?
Yeah. Could you share clothes with your mom? Would that work?
Oh my god, totally. Now that I'm 40, we basically wear the same thing.
Yeah, you shop at Reitman's, I'm sure.
So, can we ask how old are you this year?
I am 29 for the first time.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, are you gonna do that bullshit next year?
Of course not.
You're just gonna be 30 and be cool with it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to embrace my white hairs as they come in and my crow's feet and all of the terrible things that happen when you get old people stuff.
No shit. I told people I was 23 until I was 29. So I ended up picking up a lot of younger girls because I told them I was just bald at a young age.
Why did you do that? That's a weird.
23 is my
lucky
lucky number. And I just wanted to be 23 for a long time, apparently.
I feel like 22, 23 are really good years, though.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun. You got a little bit of money in your pocket.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying that we're currently on a pity birthday phone call, but that you don't think that people believed you that you were 23 as a pity lie to you.
Thanks. I definitely didn't look 23. I look younger now than I did when I was 23, I think.
Do you feel bad that you're going to inconvenience people with a virtual hangout tonight?
I'm actually okay with it because most of the people that are going to be on the virtual hangout are people who enjoy virtual hangouts.
Oh, okay.
There's people out there that enjoy that.
It's a little weird. What do you do? Have you done one of these multi-group virtual hangouts? We're actually delaying you from starting it, which I find quite funny.
You're not, because it's not until 7:15.
Oh shit. Well, can we hang up, start over at 7:15? Because it's funnier if I fuck up your plans.
I would prefer not to do that.
Yeah, what are you going to do on your virtual hangout? Tell us a little bit about it. I don't understand how these things work.
Would you play games?
Yeah.
You certainly can. Those are always really fun. One of my friends does a virtual hangout with her friends because they're all in Ontario, and they would do them before even COVID happened.
Yeah.
Like pretty much on a weekly basis, and they have trivia night. So one person is in charge of making a whole PowerPoint, and they do trivia, and it's kind of a great, fun little time.
You know what? That actually does sound kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's super fun, and it's kind of nice to be able to connect with people that you don't normally get to see anyway. And there is like a huge difference in terms of what your brain does when you physically see people or when you hear people versus like texting someone. So it is kind of nice to have amidst what is going on in the world to be able to still connect with people. So that's fun.
Can I ask you a question? Were you expecting this phone call?
I wasn't. I really
Nice.
honestly thought that you were the kid that I sold the car to at the end of the day and that he was calling me to back out of the deal.
So you had a moment of panic when you were supposed to be getting excited.
Well, yeah, I was already a drink and a half in, and I was like, I don't think I should take this work call when I'm already a little buzzed, but maybe I will for fun.
Ah,
I'm glad you took
fair
the
enough.
call.
I got one last question for you before we let you get to your birthday hangout.
Okay.
So using your descriptive words, how does a man scratch his balls?
Using my descriptive words,
Yeah.
how does a man
Well, because we
scratch
have
his
no
balls?
visual here, right? So like, I want you to explain the motions.
It's like a jostly kind of rigmarole situation.
So I found out recently that most ladies don't know how men scratch their balls. So Anita, I'm going to tell you how we do it. All right?
Okay.
Put your hand out, one hand out in front of you, and as if somebody were
Doing
to
it along too.
Yeah, so pretend that somebody you know is walking by, that they owe you money. Now make that you owe money symbol, like that rubbing the two fingers with the thumb, you know?
Money.
Money.
That's so true.
I know.
Yeah, it's more of like, it's not so much like a scratch.
You cannot scratch them.
You're almost like just repositioning the skin.
It's
more
like
so.
a little subtle twist.
Yeah. Oh, very interesting. But when did you come across this?
Well, it's a funny story. HR should have been called on me.
Oh God.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, Anita, it was good talking to you. We miss you.
I mean, I kind of miss you guys, I guess.
Well, Travis is the one that calls farts Anita's. I stopped that months ago.
I still think it's
Yeah, I don't
hilarious.
know why. I love hearing my name. It's part of my weird personality traits.
Oh, you were gonna say that differently, and I know how you were gonna say it.
When
but
you pull my
didn't want-
hair, say my name.
She was gonna say it's her love language.
Oh.
No, I was trying to think of the word obnoxious, and now I feel like an idiot.
Oh. Well, your birthday's starting out pretty well.
Are you getting like drunk tonight on this virtual hangout?
No, because that's weird because I'm by myself.
Oh.
Although all I have in the house is moonshine, so I mean, who knows what's going to
Holy
happen?
shit. You can't just, you're going to get hammered.
Yeah, you're gonna be fucked up.
You mean you can't just get a little bit fucked up off of moonshine?
Yes,
What
that's
is
what it is.
moonshine?
Dude, it's made in basements and bathtubs and garages
I've
and
seen
shit.
her moonshine setup.
It's actually pretty legit. Moonshine is just like a not aged version of rum.
Gotcha. And so you do mix it with something.
Oh yeah.
What do you
Like right now, we've got a whole situation with some pineapple juice and some soda water, and there's a lime in there, and it's pretty fancy.
It's
Nice.
basically the methane or meth. What? You know, it's stuff that,
methanol?
meth. No, the fucking shit like Breaking Bad. Meth.
What?
Isn't Breaking Bad meth?
Yeah, but
It's basically that, but for alcohol.
yeah, it's like a fucked up setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's honestly not so dissimilar to how you would just make rum.
Right. Have you done the process of like actually aging it and making rum?
Yeah, we have like a 2-liter batch that's from the very first batch that we made
Yeah.
that is still aging with some dark oak chips and some vanilla.
Ooh.
But then there's two. I should send you guys a picture after we're off the phone.
Yeah.
But we have two big carboys that are just aging with oak chips and like an additive that you can pour in that just makes it taste like rum. But for the size of the carboy, it's not enough additive, so we're just aging them until they come to a point that they're normal tasting.
And so that old one, the 2-year-old one, when will you actually drink that?
I think we're probably going to go like 5 or 10 years.
Oh, cool.
Whoa. And you're assuming your relationship's going to last that long.
Wow.
Like, were you into moonshine before you met your man, or was he already into it, or?
No, so his uncle has been making rum for years.
Yeah,
he makes
always
like
the
wine
uncle.
and other shit.
Yeah,
But,
is he like a drunkle?
Yeah, Peter's probably a
Has he
drunkle.
ever punched someone at a family get-together?
Not to my knowledge. He seems
Okay.
pretty level-headed, but
Okay.
now that I'm thinking about it, his cheeks have always been rosy every time I've seen him.
Do you think that's what Santa's nipping on? Is a bit of rum?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that he got a little rum in that cocoa.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure he drinks eggnog straight time.
Yeah, that's true. What time is your virtual hangout? 7:15 too.
I don't know. I think Zoom has a 40-minute limit on their meetings, but I think you can just close it and start a new one. So
Zoom has a
I don't know.
40-minute limit?
What?
yeah, which is probably like more than enough time to say hi to a bunch of people and then fuck off, because you're not wrong. Even the people who enjoy them, it's still an inconvenience.
Is that like a free trial or something?
I'm
'Cause
sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
I have used Zoom for hours at a point.
I think you have to pay for their service in
Oh.
order to host a meeting for any length of time.
Gotcha.
But you can do 40 minutes. And like the loophole is just that the host has to leave, but not kick everyone from the room and then come back in. And then I think you just keep going.
Okay.
But you have to do that every 40 minutes. So
And yeah.
And when you leave for that few minutes, do you think they're going to shit talk you? Like, God damn it, we're still sitting here. Like, fuck, go enjoy your birthday. We're going to go and enjoy our lives.
well, that's why I'm saying I think it's very convenient that it's 40 minutes, because
Okay.
it can just be like, oh no, the room's going to close. All right, goodbye everyone. Fuck off.
Yeah, so you can pull the cord too if you wanted.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's not so shabby.
well, we're gonna.
Well,
go...
the nice thing too about hanging out with people virtually is that if you just don't feel like hanging out anymore because you're an introvert or you're just not feeling very social or what have you, you can just be like, oh no, my connection is so bad. Oh, fuck. And then just close the thing and then you're good.
Yeah.
It's like the fastest, easiest way to kick people out of your house that aren't in your house.
That's true. You can do that real easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Well, we'll probably see you. We'll drop into your virtual hangout for a little bit as soon as we're done this.
Okay.
Definitely not.
All right. Well, enjoy your little dick and fart joke show.
All right.
All right.
Love you. Bye.
Happy birthday.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
So, Travis, what kind of people do you think are the best rapists? And when I say that,
Dude, do you know what?
I mean like the type of people. Like, you know how the Italians like, mamma mia, come back to the place. We'll have some capioli and some pasta and mamma mia, you know? Or do you want like the French, like the Pepe Le Pew ones, like, monsieur, come on over. That's a titi.
Do you know what's funny? As soon as you said that, I automatically went to profession.
Oh, really?
This room's very echoey.
That's not that bad.
I was like, oh, psychologist, psychiatrist, those people, because they could get in your
But you
head.
never hear about them.
Because they're too good at it.
Oh, that's true. Maybe that means that's a good thing.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking it was more like,
You were thinking like national background.
well, like because the type of people, you know how they're all romantic, like French people, you know how they kiss each other hello and all that?
Yeah.
Do you ever think someone just like pulls that whole like kiss me on the cheek thing and turns their head real quick? I definitely did that in high school to a bunch of chicks.
Oh, that is something you definitely do is like in elementary and junior high.
I wonder
and stuff.
how quickly you'd get fucking sued in today's world doing that though.
Oh my God. I mean.
You'd be suspended in a heartbeat.
But I mean, there's in a workplace, obviously, it'd be completely wrong. But if
yeah,
it
I've definitely never did that in a workplace.
if it was between friends, it'd just be funny.
I don't know if it would though. I think it would cross a line at some point still.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe I have a twisted perception. People, you may hear my dog howl at some point. We're recording at my house today. Let's talk about what's going on. We are in our harshest COVID lockdown yet.
Yeah, this is actually our first lockdown as far as I'm concerned. That first one was kind of like
bullshit.
a joke, you know?
Yeah.
Like everybody was just and the weather seemed to be cooperating really well. So like everyone
Yeah.
was just outside, just going about your life. There was no real like no one knew what a lockdown was. No one knew like, oh, what do you mean I can't like just go do this? Am I allowed to do that? And masks weren't a thing at that point.
Right.
You know, they were like every now and then you'd see some freak with one. You'd be like, fuck, imagine being that guy.
Yeah, and now it's just so normal.
Right.
With this lockdown, so basically while we're recording here, Ryan
Ryan.
lives in a condo building.
Yeah, and we're not allowed to have visitors.
No visitors. I can't come over, even though you're in my bubble.
Yeah, imagine that.
That's so
Imagine
weird.
someone living alone that doesn't work in an essential job, so they're not seeing any degree of coworkers or people or anything, and they're not allowed to visit anyone technically, and they're not allowed to get visitors. Imagine that.
Oh, it's absolutely terrible. We have to let this little dog in. Or she's
Little
just
dog.
gonna sit
The
outside
thing weighs as
door
much
and
as
cry.
me. Well, half, 1/3, maybe less than a quarter.
I would say a third for sure.
Yeah.
She's a thick girl.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're not allowed to have visitors, so that's the way that worked out.
Yeah, that's super fucked up. Our work is really fucking weird right now. It's all very
It's
strange.
fucking boring.
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up though? I was thinking the other day.
Hmm.
Like, so, do you know any Asian people?
Yeah.
Do you ever notice that they all have like normal fucking? They have the same names. Like, there's like Kim's, Liz's, fucking Julie. I find Julie is a very common Asian name.
No. The most common rich Chinese girl name is either Chloe
Okay, yeah,
or Lily.
yeah. I see a lot of those.
Yeah.
Why isn't there any fucking Heathers or Brittany?
Because it's not like a normal. I guess it is a normal, but it's not like a cute name.
What's wrong with fucking Brittany?
Like Chloe's a cute name.
Jennifer. You can call her Jenny.
Are you just trying to pick like girls from the park?
Yeah, from the block. From the block.
No, from the park.
Oh yeah,
The
all right.
trailer park.
But
Heather
it's
Lynn,
fucked up.
Brittany,
They all
and-
even guys. It's all like Ken and you know how many Kens I know that are Asian men.
A lot of Asian dudes I find they like simple names. So like Ken's, Steve's. Steve's a really popular one.
Fucking Larry.
What is one that I've heard really recently that has now?
I would
become
love to
quite
meet
common?
an Asian guy that like can barely speak any English, but his name
Gerald.
is Fernando.
Fernando.
Imagine
That'd be a good
that,
one.
Fernando.
Fernando. How would they say that?
Ferraro.
Yeah.
Hello, my name's Ferraro.
It's
Sounds like he's saying Ferrero Rocher.
we've kind of talked about it a bit before. Like, are you covered in dog fur?
Oh, fucking slime. Oh, it's
hold on.
on my hand.
Hold on.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, I'm wiping on the chair.
Are you good?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want a towel?
No, it doesn't matter at this point.
Dude, I just almost had to get you a cum rag. So, oh yeah, the one thing that was really interesting. So we can say Liz. We talked about her on the show. She's our homie. She's Vietnamese, and she said like a funny thing that Asians do.
It landed on her back. She's got a cum load on her
she's
back.
gonna do it. Sally. Oh my god, go away! Stop being gross.
Is that actually, what is that on her back, dude? She took one on the little
That's her own spit.
No, that's a string or something.
No, it's her own spit.
Why is it so fucking milky? It's on her back.
Disgusting. She's a disgusting animal.
This dog is a drooly one, and it just did that whole thing when its head goes back and forth really quickly. You know, it's and it fucking landed on its own cum shot on its back. Oh my god, you've got good aim.
All right, get. So yeah, my friend Liz was telling me who she's. Her family's Vietnamese, but she grew up here in Canada, in Nova Scotia. But with Asian people, they're like, we don't go up to other white people and be like, "Hey, what kind of white are you?" But other Asian people go up to each other and they're like, "Yo, like, what Asian are you?" And they try and figure out with each other like what kind of Asian they are.
Yeah.
And it's a hilarious thing because no other race of people do that.
You know what's fucked up? I can tell most of them apart by looking at them.
Oh,
I can tell the
100%.
different types of Asians by looking at them. Like Japanese people, I find have rounder heads. Chinese people have more like square heads and the same haircuts.
Yeah.
South Koreans, I find, are always more pale, not so much on they don't got that yellow thing going on.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, they actually like have slightly rounder eyes.
Yeah.
And if you get to see their name or hear them speak their own language, it's very like I don't know Korean, but I can understand that I'm hearing Korean.
Yeah, it's
Filipinos are always like they all fucking. I don't know how to explain this. So they have a square on the top but a pointy chins a lot.
Yeah.
And then Vietnamese people, I find they look just like the bad guys in Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops.
Okay.
They all look the fucking same.
Do you think anybody has a love on for Filipinos the way we do?
Oh, they're wicked.
Or do you think do you think that's a car industry thing? That everybody loves Filipinos? Like, if you are in the car business, you're like, oh, yeah.
No, I'm willing to bet restaurants do because they're hard workers, reliable.
Oh, gotcha.
If they got to work at 8 a.m. on Sunday, they're not partying Saturday night. Like they're
right. If they got to work at 8 a.m., they're there at 20 to 8.
Right. I feel like most of the people that employ them are all probably big fans in all reality.
Do you think the issue with Westerners and why Asian populations are progressing faster than us is because we're not as hard workers as them anymore? We've become too pampered?
100%, man. Dude, this snowflake generation that's going around, you know when I say that started? So, like, there's, like, the millennials, which are technically the snowflakes still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're just like, I want to separate it. Like, because I'm technically a millennial, but I don't act like one. I act like I would be a Gen X, which would be right before me. Like, that's kind of how my lifestyle is. But snowflake generation, this is when it happened. I can pinpoint the exact moment you knew that they were going to be soft. When video games introduced a fucking save button or a save. Man, do you know how many times I got fucking so far in Super Mario or something? You die and you got to start over. That's it. There's no fucking back to the beginning of the level. Even in Mario 3 with the fucking whistles and shit and a little raccoon tail, you know?
Yeah.
You fucking, it's still, if you made it through those whistles and you made it to World 8 and you made it to fucking the King Koopa's Bowser castle or whatever, and you died, whoop, back to the fucking beginning. There's no start. Yes, Stella knows what's up. Fucking, you go all the way back to the beginning. Now you get fucking an extra one thing figured out. Instantly starts you back to where you're beginning. So like if you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you're like, you just don't feel like playing anymore, go kill yourself. You know, you'll wake up in the hospital, back at the fucking save point.
It's just like a respawn.
You can just save and exit at any point in most games. That's when people don't know what hard work is no more because they never had to sit there grinding fucking Mario and Luigi for 7 fucking hours and then die. Or what about fucking Donkey Kong or Sonic? Do you know how many times I lost like 100,000 fucking rings all because I ran into a spike hole in the ground?
What do you think to the theory of hard times make hard men?
Oh, big time.
And soft times make soft men. Because
100%.
We've endured no hard times.
Well, think about serial killers. They all got beat by their parents and shit. They're pretty fucking hard. They're in prison.
Yeah.
They're fucking hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gangbangers and stuff. There's a reason they're so thick-skinned and so hard. It's because they fucking grew up in a... like. No wealthy person has ever been in a gang. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
No one that grew up in a nice neighborhood with freshly mown lawns and a fucking... You know, maybe someone that came in and cleaned their house every couple of weeks. They've never been in a gang.
Do you know what's so interesting to think, though? Like, I know people shit on these, like, world billionaires like Bezos and Bill Gates and Elon Musk and talk about the head start and stuff they had. But like, they obviously grew up in comfortable households, were able to be put through university without any debt or anything. Like, what gave them the motivation to do what they did?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you can't say hard times made them whatever. Because they didn't have hard times.
No, exactly. You look back at, you see those photos of them where it all started and stuff, where like Amazon started in that garage and like, where like other things like Google, where Facebook started and all that. It's like fucking Facebook started at Harvard. Harvard. Do you know how much fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars a semester the tuition is?
Yeah.
That shit doesn't fall out of the sky. What about fucking Bezos there with Amazon? Okay, let me tell you, to own a single family home with a garage,
you were already doing all right.
You were doing all right. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't fall out of the sky either. Like you're more, if you succeeded immediately, because if you didn't, that house got taken away. That's how this world works. Fucking same thing with Musk, man. That guy made some stupid little program that you could transfer money with, made billions of dollars immediately for investing almost none.
Man, speaking of Elon Musk, are you on the Dogecoin
like buying
train
into it?
today?
No.
It's so
I didn't look
funny.
I didn't look at social media at all today, or the news or anything.
So that's been all the buzz today because basically, so we're recording this on Saturday. Saturday Night Live is tonight, which me and you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah. Never watched an episode of my
We
life.
give a fuck about what's really happening tonight, which is Cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's Elon Musk got a bunch of Dogecoin, and there's a speculation that he's going to go on SNL and talk about it tonight and talk about Dogecoin.
Is he the host or something?
Yes, he's
Oh,
the
that's
host
kind of
tonight.
interesting, actually.
Yeah, he's the host, and Miley Cyrus is the musical guest.
That's a fucking neat combo.
Yeah, and
Very diverse, in all honesty. Like, that's going to pull two different groups
well,
of...
I think they're homies
Really?
because from my limited understanding, she's friends with his woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because his woman is like this prolific artist.
You know the funny thing? I bet Miley has the deepest voice of all of them.
Oh, definitely. Oh, dude. Miley Cyrus, I don't even know how to put it, what she is to this generation. Because first of all, if you say you dislike Miley Cyrus, you're a fucking pariah amongst millennials.
Even if you don't care for Hannah Montana, which I personally didn't either,
Yeah.
her music is fucking...
Miley Cyrus is great.
It's gonna go down as legendary with time. Like, that's something that can't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Give the calendar 10 more years.
Yeah.
And Party in the USA or fucking Wrecking Ball. Those are literally the only songs I think I know by her.
Man, everything she puts out is decent, and I think just her persona and her image is very beloved as well. Because she almost, to a sense, has like... She has like a Dolly Parton on meth vibe.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people just love it. Like, they gravitate towards her. She comes across very genuine, very kind, very sweet, and still has this like gritty fuck you attitude.
Remember when Dolly Parton had her own fucking theme park?
No.
It was called Dollywood or something like that. Or maybe it wasn't her own
No.
theme park, but it was her personal theme park. So it wasn't like you could buy tickets and go. But
Right.
she had like a fucking roller coaster and everything.
Would you motorboat Dolly Parton?
Oh, fuck yeah. You can't motorboat personality, buddy. Okay, right, I would. So she had a roller coaster at this place called Dollywood,
Did
I
it
want
have
to
two
say.
big humps?
I'm not really sure what the roller coaster looked like, but remember that old, I think he might have been Italian or French, but he was a male model named Fabio. He was on that roller coaster, and as it was going through, like, over a part that goes over water or something, a goose was fucking flying by.
Is that real?
Yeah, his face got demolished by a goose.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard this
Oh,
story
it's
before.
fucking, no, I'm almost certain that it happened at Dollywood or whatever, but he was riding the fucking roller coaster as a goose was swooping by and just bam, fucking nailed him right in the face. It mangled his fucking face completely.
That's so fucked.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I can't believe she had her own personal theme park, like almost
Yeah.
like a Neverland Ranch type.
You
thing.
never heard of Dollywood?
No,
Oh, no shit.
I've heard of Bollywood.
Yeah, it's the Indian Hollywood.
It is. Yeah. Would you have visited Neverland Ranch?
100%.
Yeah, you would have been. You
Yeah,
would have been a rape
and
kid.
I would tell you one thing. If I was fucking 10 years old and Michael Jackson invited me into his bed and he tried touching me, I probably wouldn't have said anything still to this day. You know? I would have just been like, at first I might have been like, this is fucking wrong. But then, like, as time goes on now, I would have been like, holy fuck, this is awesome. Like, I would maybe come out about it, but I wouldn't fucking do it in a negative light. I'd be like, yeah, man, I got fucking touched by Michael Jackson. Like, I'd be you know what I mean? Like, you know when, like, you talk to a girl and they had that one experience in college where she fucking made it with her best friend who was also female, but it wasn't anything fucking lesbo about it. They just,
Yeah.
like, it was just an experience. They were drunk and it's like life moves on.
Yeah.
That's what I would have been like, nah, man, it was just a fucking cool experience, you know? Like,
I rode that way.
There's certain guys, certain times where, like, it no longer becomes gay. It's just a pass. Like, Michael Jackson touching you is cool. You know, fuck, if Zac Efron today walked up to me, like what he looks like now, not High School Musical Zac Efron,
Yeah.
and he said, hey, man, I just want to suck your dick. I'd be like, cool, let's fucking go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sure.
Can I take a picture?
Fucking right. Like, can I have the camera nearby? Like, it's a pass, you know? Like, I don't want to get peed on, but if R. Kelly said, hey, man, I want to go to the closet, I'll piss on you, I'd be like, fuck. Like, I could be one of those people. You know, there's no reason why not.
Oh, that's fucking. It's so wrong. It's so funny.
Like, fucking Kevin Spacey was known for touching dudes too. You know, if I was cast on House of Cards and he said, "Hey man, I want to grab your ass and maybe pop, a thumb in there, check the oil," I'd be like, "All right, can I fucking lube her up first?" Kevin Spacey, buddy. Kevin fucking Spacey.
Kevin and Spacey, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dude, Kevin Spacey is a fucked up one because he just used to... Stella's going to make noise through this whole thing. That's what the fuck she is. Kevin Spacey did the whole lie. What was he doing? Like lying on people.
I don't know. I don't really know. I just thought he was touching dudes.
Yeah, it was a rapey vibe for sure. But the funniest thing is when someone came out about it and was like, "Yo, Kevin Spacey's rapey towards men." Kevin Spacey comes out and is like, "Yo, I'm gay." It's like, clearly. Like, what the fuck?
The best fucking offense is a strong defense, you know? Defense wins championships, buddy.
Yeah, it's just like the most fucking stupid thing I've ever heard in my life. It's like catching someone eating your chocolate pudding and they're like, "I love chocolate pudding." It's like, yeah, I see that. Thank you.
Oh, man.
I wish I was a turtle.
Yeah. Dude, on Monday, this past Monday,
Yeah.
something pretty funny happened.
Okay.
I randomly get a text message from some phone number that's not saved in my phone. So I get...
Don't stay on airplane. You told them to go.
No.
Yeah, don't give away an address.
No, of course not. So
This guy is so fucking stupid.
So I get this text message from a number that is not saved in my phone at all. And at work, I type it into our system to see if it was like a client or something. Like, I don't have a clue who this person is. Still to this day, I really don't. And it just said, well, actually, hold on a second. I will read the conversation. I have to, I'm in real time right now as I do this. I'm unblocking this person.
Has he sent any more messages? Oh, don't read the newest ones.
No, I didn't. So the conversation, I must have hit block and delete. So anyway, the previous conversation is not there. But this, long story short, this is what happened. I get a text that says, "Hey, I'll swing by in about a half hour to pick up that couch if that's cool." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "I'm not selling a couch. I'm not selling anything." I'm like, "What the goddamn shit is this?" So my instant thought was to just say wrong number. That was my first thought. But then my friend Travis here has a phone number that is from fucking somewhere else. It's not from here, your phone number. And I thought that you just eventually said, "Fuck, this is stupid having this phone number." And I thought you were changing it. So cross my heart, I hope to die. I legitimately thought it was you fucking with me. So I responded, "Sure, man, that's great. I've got the couch. I'm just doing a job at whatever address," which is oddly enough, straight across the street from my work where I was at the time, and I got this text.
Well, not oddly enough. You did it on purpose.
Yeah, because I wanted the person to show up so I could see the fucking... Like, I wanted to watch the world burn here, you know? So I thought it was Travis telling me, like, just fucking with me. So then I only sent one message at this point back to him, and he said, "Okay, that's cool. I know exactly where that is. I'm just getting my internet installed, and then I'll be on my way." So I went up to Travis to tell him what I was doing. And as I did it, I could see he was texting. But while I'm talking to him, I saw him send a text. Don't know who you were texting, but I saw you send a text and my phone didn't go off. I'm like, "Oh shit, it's not him." And I'm like, it's not him just fucking trying to yank my chain. So that's when it got really funny, because now I'm like, I'm fucking with just a person now that I don't know and that isn't in on it. So we're going back and forth, and I say, he asked me if I could deliver it. I said, "No, I'm doing a job at this place, but I was going to deliver it after work. I have it in my truck right now if you want to pick it up." So he's like, "Okay, cool." So a little bit of time goes by, and all of a sudden, like, he says, "All right, I'm on my way." And I'm thinking I still kind of thought it was someone just fucking with me that just changed their number.
Right.
Because it was so out of nowhere. Where, like, how the fuck do you put in the wrong information to text someone? Like, people sell shit. You just message them on Facebook, or it's through email on Kijiji or whatever. Like, why would they give out your personal number for a fucking couch? Anyway, maybe that's normal. I don't know. few minutes later go by, and what do we see pull up at this empty business, which doors are locked and everything because it's fucking locked down. Guy shows up across the street in a fucking U-Haul moving van to pick up a couch. He says, "Hey, I'm here." And I respond, "Great, I'm around the side. I'll meet you there." So I see him look at his phone and start walking around the side. And that's when I instantly blocked his number. So now this fucking guy's standing over there. Who knows what he's doing? I could see that he's pulling out his phone a few times. He's trying to call me, I'm sure. He's probably texting me. As time goes by, like 2 minutes go by, which is a long time when you're standing waiting. 2 minutes fucking might as well be a half hour. And then more minutes go by, and this guy's walking around the building. You can see him like kicking the ground, like getting fucking pissed off. Like, where the fuck is this guy? He's throwing his hands in the air. He's fucking punching the side of the U-Haul. Like, he's having a raging moment. He's standing there like, what the fuck? So
I'm losing
so Travis
absolute
is
fucking mind
at work
this point.
watching this go down because we can see it clear as day across the street. And that's when I decided I wanted to go into the Hornets pit. All right. So I said, all right, I'm going to grab a clipboard and a piece of paper. I'm going to walk out and go to a vehicle that's on our property, very close to his, and pretend I'm taking like fake information down just so I can hear him raging. So now I'm like the length of a street. Like, that's it. 2 simple lanes. That's all is between us. And I can hear him fucking saying something. Couldn't make out what he was saying, but he was clearly fucking agitated. I get over it because I'm like now going to start laughing out loud at this. So I go back inside. I start watching him again. He's pulling on doors. He's banging on the windows of this business that isn't even open. He's walking all around it. And then I get these text messages. So I just unblocked them to see these new messages. And this is my very first time ever reading them. "I'm here now." That was at 12:06. At 12:09, which remember, 3 minutes later, might as well be a fucking half hour when you're standing waiting for someone in the middle of fucking nowhere, basically. I'm in the parking lot to the left of it. And then 10 minutes later, so this went on this long, that this guy waited for this long, that he's now been there for 15 minutes essentially. "Man, I'm in a hurry. Can you please tell me where you are?" And we're dying laughing. Eventually, he just stands around for more and more time. He tries to call me, but I don't have any missed calls because I blocked him.
Yeah.
He leaves. He's gone. At 2:22 that afternoon.
No! No!
So now 2 hours and 3 minutes later, he says, "Not sure if your phone died or what, but I'd still like to get the couch if we can work something out." Like, he has fully forgiven me for completely cock blocking his day. He just moved because he was getting his internet installed at home. He had a U-Haul already. Now he needs a couch to finish the place. He's probably got a fucking woman sitting at home waiting for him to bring back this couch and saves him from the milk crate life. And he fucking comes up empty. You know that she's like, "All right, I'm giving you one more fucking chance to get this fucking couch." So he extends the olive branch, like, "I'll still work something out."
Wait, so at this point, he still didn't realize.
No, he still didn't realize I just completely fucked
because
with him.
there's another part of this story that you now need to tell because it makes that text message even more idiotic.
What?
When he Googled your phone number.
So my phone number is Googleable because of the line of work that I do. So here's the thing. I'm not sure if he Googled my number or if he called. Because when you call someone that's blocked, you go straight to their voicemail. Now, my voicemail said my name and where I work in it for the line of work I do.
Oh, fuck.
So I thought maybe that's what it was. Because I who really knows? Like, I wouldn't think to Google a phone number. But if I got passed through to voicemail when I'm antsy and I call someone to try to figure out, like, where the fuck are you? I would call them. And if I got their voicemail,
you'd hang up right away.
Right. So I think he did that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm pretty confident, in fact, that he did that. So right after he came, so one of my coworkers was just leaving the dealership to go for lunch. And this guy says, "Hey, do you know where Johnny is?" Because that's my name at work, right? We went through this. He says, "Do you know where Johnny is?" The guy's like, "No, I don't even know who that is." So then, that he goes back across the street. Instantly, I get tipped off that this guy knows my name somehow. And I knew it had to be my voicemail. That was my only option. So I called my voicemail. Like, I set up my voicemail immediately to be an automated message. It only says my phone number, so my name's not there. Because like I've got a unique enough name that if you hear it once, you're not going to remember what my last name is instantly, right? It's out of your head immediately. So to get my name back again, he would have had to listen to the voicemail one more time to be sure he was looking for who he thought he was looking for. Now all of a sudden when he calls, it's only going to be like, you have reached the automatic voicemail message of 902. Like blah, 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 you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, he left in a fucking huff. And then hours later, he still tries to extend the olive branch. Or he was trying to set me up for a fucking beating. I'm not sure.
No, man. I think this guy was just fucking dumb enough.
Yeah, he did look dumb, eh?
Dude. He was wearing Bloodstone skinny jeans with holes in them and a plaid fucking shirt with a black trucker hat. This guy was an idiot.
Oh, yeah. So
and it was like the plaid shirt was all unbuttoned. It was like a thin plaid shirt. And he had like some kind of fucking band t-shirt on underneath. And this was a grown man.
Oh, yeah. So I would have put him in his mid to late 20s, but from across the road, he could have passed off as like a 45-year-old trucker.
Totally.
You know, like a tow truck operator or something.
Dude.
So here's the thing. I'm a bit of a fucking psychopath. All right? Like if someone gives me the opportunity to fuck with them, I'm going to fuck with them. So on yesterday, I decided that I'm going to call him. But it's not going to be me. It's going to be a prank call. An automatic prank call system that just happens to call.
You got to turn my mic off. I'm going to laugh too hard.
So let's listen to the automated prank call to this guy.
Oh, you did it already?
Hello? Hi.
Yeah, hey.
What's up? Who is this?
So you the one who hit my car?
I'm definitely not the one who hit your car, man.
Well, you left your phone number on my windshield.
Really?
Listen, B, you scratched my fender and busted out my taillight.
Oh, yeah, eh?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Who your insurance company, B? Yo, don't lie to me.
I ain't lying, buddy.
Then why'd you leave a damn note?
I don't know. It wasn't me.
I'm losing
They
my
might have left a
peace.
fake number or something, or I don't know, man.
Man, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, B?
I got your note right here in my own hand.
Is there a name attached to it? Didn't think so.
and then he hung up. But didn't think so. And then hung up. So that's the one that I hit him with yesterday afternoon. Well, last night.
Oh my god.
There's one that's called, this prank call is called the noise complaint, where it calls a guy and it says, yeah, why are you making all that noise? And obviously their answer is going to be something to the degree of, I'm not making any noise. And he's like, well, I can hear you right now. I got your phone number from the landlord because I figured he just moved in. This would be the great one.
Oh my god.
The fucking guy hasn't answered the phone. And I tried 4 fucking times today. He hasn't answered the fucking phone again, man. This guy straight fucking hung himself by a belt, and he's had the week from hell. And I have absolutely every fucking intention of getting him before the night is over. Let's see if I can fucking do this.
Oh, turn my mic off. I'm going to laugh way too ferociously.
It's not showing up now. How do I search here? I don't know if we'll be able to do it in all honesty, because I would need him to answer. And he's not much of a fucking answerer right now. Nah, I can't even log in from my phone. So we're going to do this.
Are you doing it from your computer?
Yeah.
This will be a new weekly segment. That dude's talking shit. How to fuck with plaid shirt guy.
So the funny thing is, when you use these prank calls, you can like the number that's calling him, you can choose what it is. So when he looks at his phone, it's that number that's calling.
It could be like 902
Right. So the phone number that I used to call him for hitting a car is Travis's phone number. I'm just fucking with you. I didn't do that.
That would have been hilarious.
I didn't do that. No, I used a business because I wanted them to call back, and they'd be like, "Rubber baby buggy bumper babysitting service," you know?
Oh fuck.
Anyway, the war has been raged on this guy, and I'm gonna fucking make sure he knows it.
Oh my god.
And the funny thing is, I'm the villain from the beginning to the end. Like, there's not one moment. Not one moment.
In the right.
I'm not the hero at all here, you know?
Oh my gentle. Oh, that's so funny.
With these prank calls, I can customize a name.
Yeah.
So when this guy was saying, was there a name attached to the note? I was shaking, hoping he would be like, because if it says my name is Jeremy, you know, or does it say Jeremy or whatever the fuck his name is? I don't even know this guy's name.
Yeah.
Nothing. I would have, it would have been escalated from there.
You could maybe lure him into saying his name.
Yeah.
So there's a way you can make the machine, like the prank call thing, say a name.
Yes.
Be like, yo, is your name Jeremy? And they'll probably be like, no, this is Steve.
Oh, hey, is this person there? I'm like, no. Well, do you know where he is? Who am I talking to? That sort of thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I could find out this guy's.
Yeah, and then it's fucking out.
Oh man, I'm such a piece of shit person.
Oh, giant.
Like I think that sort of thing is so
I can't
fucking.
believe he reached out to you for the fucking couch again.
Hours later.
This guy's an idiot. What an idiot.
Oh, that's why.
What do you think he does for a living? He washes cars.
Oh, this guy does not do much, man. Like, I really, God, is this a bad karma thing to say out loud? I really hope he rented that U-Haul for the couch, you know?
No, I think that was moving day, and he had the U-Haul anyways. But you can tell that he wasn't moving a lot of stuff because it was only a van.
Yeah. Well, then again, maybe that's all that was available because this was at the beginning of the month.
Right.
At the beginning of the month, most van rentals and truck rentals and all that for moving are, yes. So he seems dumb enough that he wouldn't have planned ahead, so he would have been left with the scraps.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if a family of 4 goes on vacation to Florida and they show up at the Alamo car rental place, and they're like, well, it's the fucking long weekend. All we have is these subcompacts. They're the dumbass fucking family, the Griswolds, driving in a subcompact, you know?
Oh, man. Yeah, totally. People who, didn't figure it out. Guys get
Anyway, next week there will be more content on the fucking mystery plaid guy. Because fuck that guy. We'll put it this way. For these prank calls, I swiped my credit card to buy tokens so that I could do it like more and more times.
Oh, you're serious about
Because you only
this.
get one for free and it gives you like an automated thing at the end where it says you've been pranked.
Yeah.
I paid to get rid of that watermark shit. Like, it's fucking on.
Dude, he must be so fucked up by the fact that he just seems plagued this week.
Oh, fuck.
He's like, what the fuck is going on?
My only fucking mild fear is if he did Google my number to get my name and all that.
Right.
And he gets enough of these calls that he starts wondering what the fuck is going on and thinks that it was me because he would still have the full conversation.
Right.
You know, I only have the last 4 or 5 messages from him. Hi, welcome back there, droopy dog.
Back, Stella.
What
would you like to talk about today?
You know what, Stella?
Fucking idiot.
That's a good thing you're here because I got a question for you. Actually, it's for Travis, but you can just play along here, buddy. What celebrities do you think you can do better than them? What do you think you can do better than Kim Kardashian? Like, I could beat her in a race.
I could definitely beat her in a foot race.
Push-up
100%.
contest.
Yeah,
I could definitely
got
beat her
that.
in that.
Just be. Actually, I think she is a pretty good person.
No, fuck her. She's trying to get people free out of jail,
Yeah.
but that's a publicity thing because she literally has never worked a day in her life.
No.
Like, it was her fucking retarded sisters that worked at that little fashion store.
What fashion store?
They had a store called K.
Did you
or Dash? It was called Dash.
Follow any of these like those shows growing up?
Never.
Like Laguna Beach.
Oh, Laguna Beach. Fuck yeah. Let that rain fall down. The Hillary Duff song. That was the intro theme song. I own the first 2 seasons of Laguna Beach on DVD.
No way.
Yeah.
Man, I think the only
Never watched The Hills though. Never got into it.
reality show I ever really got into, I don't know, it would have been like Viva La Bam.
Oh yeah, I watched that one.
Viva La Bam was fucking great. And there was one season of The Real World I think I watched.
Yeah.
And Johnny K plus 8.
Okay.
Did you watch that one?
I've seen a few episodes of it just when I heard about the hype. And when I say a few episodes, I don't even know if I watched the full episode or if it was just on for a bit.
Oh, Little People Big World was a good one too.
I never got into that one
They
either.
were
Which you'd think
fucked
that I
up.
would have,
Yeah,
right?
that seems right up your alley.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm so.
How much
fucking,
would you pay to see midget porn made by them?
I don't know. Were they? Did they become famous? They must have, huh?
Oh, they're super.
So it was on the same people.
Yeah,
It wasn't just stories of different midgets.
No, it was about these this family. What were their fucking?
What did they do
names?
for a living? Traveling circus?
No, they had a farm.
Oh, real job.
They grew vegetables bigger than them.
How?
They grew like giant pumpkins and stuff. Like that was their thing. I'm not even fucking with you right now.
No, that's good marketing.
Yeah.
That's good marketing.
And the Olafs maybe, or something like that. Anyways, yeah, it was just really interesting because the mom and dad were midgets, and one of the kids was a midget, but the other 3 kids were normal size, and actually all 3 of them were tall.
So if the parents ever ground you, one of the kids could just take the fucking cookies and
pick
throw
them
them
up
up on
and
the
move
top shelf and be like, "Yeah, you're fucked now."
What are you gonna do,
What are
dummy?
you gonna do?
Yeah, like they used to always be asking the tall one to be doing shit.
Imagine being able to dunk on your dad.
When you're 5.
Yeah, exactly. When you're 5.
Oh man, yeah, that show was really good. I didn't really.
You know
watch
what?
any of the
Speaking
ones.
of
The
reality
Duggars was
shows,
fucked up.
you know what's fucked up?
What?
So back on, I don't know what, I pick a number out of my fucking head, like somewhere in the, I'm sure like the 30s or something like that,
Yeah.
episode 30, maybe even in the 20s. I was saying how they announced that from that point forward, Big Brother's cast was going to be at least 50% people of color.
Yeah,
And I said, I think that's horseshit that people are being cast only because, not based on their personality or qualifications or what makes them entertaining, but
Yeah.
just simply because of their color, regardless of whatever color it is. I said that was fucking a horseshit thing to do.
yeah.
Well, since then, only one season of Big Brother has happened. It just ended. It was Big Brother Canada.
Yeah.
And it was, I think, if I'm remembering right, there was only 2 white straight people on the show.
Like one guy, one girl.
No, they were both. Yeah, actually, there was one guy and one girl. Every single other person on that show was either queer,
Yeah.
like, or gay or whatever, black, Asian. There was one Indian
Yeah,
guy.
but like white, but because someone's gay, it doesn't make them a different.
No, but it makes
ethnicity.
them a
Minority.
different diversity. Exactly. That's more, being gay is way more diverse than being black. You know what I mean? Like that's the fucking reality. Black people have been allowed to get married for a lot longer than gays. Right? You know,
Very true.
they don't get persecuted in every neighborhood. You know. So anyway, it was the first season where they had it was extremely diverse to the point there was out of 17 people or whatever the fuck they started with,
Yeah.
there was only 2 straight white people,
Sure.
which is no big deal, but you could tell that it was production's intent to make it diverse.
Yeah.
I will say it made for one of the most entertaining seasons.
No
Just,
way.
I don't think it had to do with the people at all,
Yeah.
or like the colors of their skin or their background, or even their diversity. I don't think that had anything, literally zero to do with it.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with it. It was just an entertaining season overall, and I think it was because they all realized that people were going to be on like lockdowns watching this show
Yeah.
as a form
So
of
they
entertainment.
stepped it up.
So they stepped it up. They purposely did things that no one else on reality shows ever does.
Yeah.
Like no one played it fucking safe.
Did you so for Big Brother in this season, did they have to quarantine for 2 weeks, do you think, before they went in there?
Oh, probably.
Man,
Probably
when
in a
you think
hotel.
about it, the format of that reality show is perfect for a pandemic.
Yeah, which is wild because when the thing whole started last year, there was an episode, a season happening that they canceled because I'm like, well, they're the safest people though. But
Yeah.
anyway, none of that all matters. But it was an entertaining season.
Yeah.
Now, oh, sorry, you know what? I'm just remembering now. There was 3. There was 3 white straight people.
Right.
Sorry, there was 3. It got down to the final 3.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a straight black man.
Yeah.
There was a very queer black man, like full makeup, like lip injections, like not just a gay black guy, but a gay black guy that probably dresses kind of feminine
Sure.
in the real world. And then there was a straight white girl. I think so. The guy that won the final contest that got to eliminate the last person so he could decide who he's going to sit there and let the jury decide who's going to win was the straight black guy. Now, this is why I called it from fucking minute one when they announced that they would make these things diverse. He chose someone to sit beside him at the end strictly based on color. And he said it in his speech. He said, I'm going to eliminate you to the straight white female.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to eliminate you because I want a black person to win this.
Yeah.
And he would have won no matter what. Like, there was no question, no matter who, because he was the best player. He was going to win no matter who he was up against for the final vote.
Yeah.
He had it in the bag. It was already set, sealed and dealed.
Sure.
Okay? But he specifically said on national television, I want a black person to win, so I'm eliminating you. Imagine the fucking world exploding if the roles were reversed there. Right.
Yeah.
So I said, here's what I was getting at. I said from the beginning, it was bullshit that they're going to outright say we're only going to cast up to 50% of the cast will be white. The rest will be diverse. In this case, they did it even more diverse than white.
Sure.
Okay. And then I said, well.
But that didn't make the season shit.
No, it didn't. So the season was still good up until that. That was like, okay. So they're the first, this guy that won is the first ever black Big Brother winner. There was they've always been white. There's been males and females, don't get me wrong. But they were the first ever black person to win a season of North American Big Brother, US or Canada. They're the first person to win. And
you just use gender neutral pronouns by accident. Go ahead.
Huh?
Never mind.
Okay. So
recalling something from last week.
Here's where I raise the question mark. I said that it's fucking horseshit that you can. So if it was 50%, do you think a black person still would have won, or do you think that maybe one of the white people would have been that didn't get the opportunity?
Do you think though? So wait, was it the black straight dude or the black gay dude who won?
The black straight dude.
So,
Which is funny. Side note, I'm 1 degree of separation away from him. I am personally friends with someone that is personally friends with him.
No way.
Yeah, which I didn't know until like last few weeks. But
do you think it's? So you are saying though, as long as that guy got on the show, he was going to win.
No, he was going. When it came to the final 3 players that were left,
he was going to win out of
he
those
won the
3.
final competition, so he got to eliminate someone. So he was now in the final 2, and then it's up to someone else's vote. Yeah. No matter who he was, if he was part of that final 2, which he won the right to do because he won that last competition, he was going to win. He was going to win absolutely no matter what. I don't think anyone questions that.
Right.
But he instead of saying, I want to take this person because I have my best chance at winning against you, he specifically said to the girl, I'm eliminating you because I want a black person to win this. See, that's where I have the problem, because maybe he only got cast because he was black. It had nothing to do with his personality. It had nothing to do with his qualifications, because he didn't have much of a personality. Like, don't get me wrong. He was actually a pretty attractive, like, handsome guy. You know what I mean? Like, like borderline could have been a model. In fact, I think he kind of is. Sure. So all of that is fine.
He's definitely going to be an Instagram influencer now.
Not so much in Canada. They only get a few thousand followers. But he might be able to leverage it. Who knows? But what I'm getting at is I don't think he would have been cast if there was still openings available for white people. I really don't. I'm just saying that. And even if they did, whatever, who cares? Fucking kick me in the balls. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it was the problem that I said was going to happen. Whenever you get these shows, whether it's Survivor, Big Brother, or fucking anything like that, the black people always group up together and make it about race. Like, we have to do this because we're black. It happened every fucking season.
So
and now you eliminated someone's chance at winning the second prize, because that's all it would have been. Like, this girl was only gonna compete for second place.
It's funny though. It does like take me because you've kind of said it before about the teams with skin color, but it takes me back to like a Tom Segura bit, in one of his specials, where he talks about how he was walking in the park, and he heard a white guy say the N-word to a black dude, say neighbor to a black dude. Neighbor. And Tom Segura was basically in this stand-up bit, and I feel like it's quite true. It's like, at that point, there's no white team. You're just like, oh, you fucked up. Like, you are fucked. You're not going to jump in and help kick the shit out of the guy. You're
Yep.
going to let the neighbors handle it.
Yep.
But yeah, like, it just happens. And you would never jump in and defend that dude. You'd be like, no, fuck him. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
probably.
that guy. But that's because it's a racist incident. What you're saying is that in this, like, wholesome competition, it's not really that wholesome, I'm sure. Did anybody fuck? Did anybody cheat on their partners or anything?
No, I don't think there was any cheating. I don't know because they obviously don't show that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
I think 2 people did bone
Yeah.
at one
But
point.
don't they, like, do the alluding to it? With
Not
the
anymore,
cameras?
man. They don't do nothing.
Oh, really?
Like, it's at the point where there's like not even conversation that happens anymore. It's like the shows are just so saturated with commercial breaks and other stuff that it's just like, here's the contest, here's the critical conversation that might have happened,
Right.
and then that was it. Like it's the shows have gotten to be like shit. In my personal opinion, they should be double the time, or
Right.
maybe double the amount of episodes per week. But that's
Did you
tough to
like
do.
Real World?
I didn't mind it.
And was Jersey Shore the Real World at first?
No, Real World was way before Jersey Shore.
No,
Probably fucking
but-
10 years.
But was it Real World Jersey Shore, and then Jersey Shore spun off and became its own show? Is that how that worked?
I don't think so. I don't think they had any correlation, although they do have a somewhat similar format, I suppose.
Yeah, it was Real World. I can't remember. Was there any kind of competition aspect to Real
No.
World?
No,
It was just people living, and they had to go do jobs.
I don't think they even had to do jobs.
Yeah, no, I think they had some kind of like bullshit jobs in the beginning.
I thought they had little like things they had to do, but I don't think they were like a job where they had to actually show up and go to work.
Is this show? No, this finished in 20.
That's where Christina Pazinski got her big break,
What?
was being on Real World.
No.
Yeah, she was on Road Rules.
What?
Yeah, when they traveled. So instead of it just being in one house in New York or whatever, one condo, they started traveling.
Look, I just saw it.
Yeah, that's where Christina P got her big break.
What
Her big
season was she on?
Fuck, man. I don't know, 2000 or something? Year
In
2000?
2021, it was confirmed that a revamped version of Road Rules would air on Paramount Plus.
Oh, neat. What the fuck is
Wow.
Paramount Plus?
I don't know. I'm sure it's their fucking streaming service or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, anyway. All I'm saying is I'm happy that the guy won because I actually did like him as a player,
Yeah.
but I don't think he would have won if they didn't intentionally make a diverse cast. And you know what? I don't agree with the deciding factors at all. I think that was fucking really inappropriate to flat out say that I want a black person to win this.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
Yeah, I think that's really fucked up because it had nothing. You could have just said I want to because I have a better chance at winning against this person. They could have used any other legitimate reasons, but you made it about the color of your skin, and that's a problem. If it was the other way around, the fucking show would never be on the air again. That person would never be able to have a fucking job again, like because this
Yeah.
was publicly on fucking TV, millions of people watching.
Yeah.
That person would never be allowed to fucking work again. That'd be
Yeah.
on your resume forever.
Yeah, you're fucked.
But this one, it's like, oh yeah, well, fair enough answer. Okay, what?
Yeah. It does create like a tribe attitude.
That's
like
what
a
I mean.
team
That's why,
mentality.
and I called it fucking 6 months ago when I said they're gonna do this diverse crowd, and I'm like, there's no point.
Yeah.
Now you're just padding a stat. Now you're fucking because you intentionally announced going out of your way that we're going to make sure that at least half this cast will be people of color.
Yeah.
You're putting an asterisk beside this guy's win because if it was a 50-50 thing,
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe he still would have won. If it was only like, 4 people of color and a bunch of white people, yeah, I get that the fucking odds are in white people's favor, but maybe there was way more qualified, more skilled individuals that applied,
Yeah.
but they weren't allowed to be cast because of the fucking
Color of skin.
right. Whereas I don't think there's ever been a point where it's the other way around. No production crew said, nope, they absolutely cannot be because they're black. We only want 2 black people. That's never happened. That conversation
Well,
never fucking happened.
I'm sure
Never fucking happened once. Not once.
probably back in, like, I would say right up until the early 2000s.
Well, the show didn't start until 2000.
Well, no, I'm not saying specifically for Big Brother. I'm saying for other productions, it would have been like, oh, we only want like for Road Rules or for what's that other show? Real World.
yeah.
It would have been like, oh, we only want like one black guy.
I doubt that.
I don't know. There was only ever one black guy in any of those shows, and maybe like an Asian.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think it's likely. Anyways, you ready to watch?
Well, what about fucking? They're announcing in Hollywood right now. They're looking for a black actor to play Superman.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Can a white person play Black Panther?
No.
Well, why the fuck not? Superman, since the beginning of fucking the time and the depiction of him being drawn,
Yeah, I
has
guess,
been
I
a
mean-
fucking chiseled white guy. That's who Superman is.
Right. But
Okay.
I'm not really struck over that one. They're made up fictional characters.
Yeah, they are. But so why can't Black Panther be a white guy? Do you know
Yeah.
how bad the fucking world would burn if that happened? If I went as Black Panther for Halloween, even if I didn't do the blackface thing or anything like that,
No, I don't think if you wore like a Black Panther costume for Halloween, I don't think anybody would have an issue with that. They'd
you
be
don't
like,
think so?
They'd be like, "Oh, sick."
I think you live in too small of a bubble, man.
No,
that would be
if
fucking
you
a
wore,
nightmare.
Like a black, because lots of people like.
What did he wear? I don't even know what the fucking guy wears.
He has like it looks like a panther, like a superhero suit.
Okay.
And because there's lots of people that go to like Comic-Con and stuff, like white dudes who wear Black Panther costumes, and nobody says anything. They're just like, "Oh, you like the character? That's cool."
Does he have a fucking mask on too?
Yeah.
He does. Oh, dude, if I wore that, 100% white people would be fucking ridiculed for that, for wearing something like that. 100%, man.
No, they
Yeah.
wear it to like Comic-Con and stuff.
Nah, I don't think so.
Dude,
Yeah, well, they probably got rid. Okay, here's the thing though. There's no fucking black people at Comic-Con. That's white culture.
well,
Okay.
Chadwick Boseman was there.
Yeah, fuck it. Well, how'd that turn out for him? 6 feet under.
I don't know. Cosplay.
What are you typing? What are you searching? Is this gonna be in your search thing forever now? White person, black
Oh,
character
shit.
cosplay.
God damn it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, dude, you will not be able to get away with that.
Yeah.
You absolutely can't. So that's why I say, like, although I think it's ridiculous. First of all, I think a white person
don't know,
should be
man.
allowed to,
There-
and I
there was
absolutely
definitely-
think that black people can be Superman. No problem, honestly. But
Yeah.
for you to specifically say, I want to cast a black Superman, then it's like, okay, but
Look, that's a white guy under there.
that's a fucking guy that gets paid to be a model for the Halloween store costumes.
Yeah. I do get what you're
Like,
saying.
you know what I mean? There could be a way better fucking actor, someone that's
Yeah.
way more qualified. Will make that movie a fucking barn burner. You could find the
Just take the
goddamn
best
Heath
person.
Ledger of Jokers to
Yeah.
play Superman, the best fucking one ever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you just can't because he's black though. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like saying only fucking crippled people can play people that are crippled.
Yeah.
No, that's fucking acting. He lives a crippled person every day. He doesn't need to fucking act it too. That's what acting is. Anyway, that has been another episode of Dude Sucking Shit. You can find us on Instagram at Dude Sucking Shit. You can find Ryan on Instagram at Drunk Ryan and Travis on Instagram at
T-Fan 23.
send them pictures of your booty hole.
Later, shitheads.